Hello everybody, welcome on in. How we doing today? Highs, hellos. Good to have y'all out here. Hi. Hello. Where's the button? There's the button. How we doing? Welcome on in, y'all. Hi. Good to have you. What's going on? Happy Friday. It's gonna be a good day, but I'm sleepies. I got the sleepies, but it's fine. We're gonna be placing a bunch of blocks. We're gonna be working on building up the mountain as much as we can today. And it's gonna be good vibes.
Hi,
it's gonna be great. And Twitch alerts are working again today, so that's super fun. Super fun. So thank you everybody so very much. Who do we got in here? Let me close that. I don't need that anymore.
Ready for a cozy stream today, Whip Cozy.
Oh yeah. Bubs, thank you so much for upgrading to the tier 1 membership. I appreciate that.
F-Whip, how you doing? Underscore F-Whip.
Tay, thank you so much for the tier 2 over on Twitch. I appreciate that. Where are we at? 41 months. McClaw, thank you for the 16 months. Tweak, thank you for the 10 months. We got Country Bell, thank you for the biddies. Pooch, thank you for the biddies. Appreciate y'all. Hello. Ninjan, thank you so much for the dono over on the YouTubes. My friends, come on in and click that little like button if you can. Alrighty, housekeeping is done. We're good. We can continue on. I'm tired because we went to the Wicked for Good show movie last night late, and so I didn't get home till like 1 a.m. But it was really good. It was really good. We won't talk spoilers or anything like that, but I had never seen the Broadway show, and I still have never seen it because obviously that was the movie instead. And I didn't know anything about the second half or the second act, and so it was really good. it was just like, I wasn't even going in with like, oh my god, I'm so excited for this song and this, but I was just like, this is really good.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, it was I had a great time. It was really good. Music name, please. This is Relic. This is Minecraft's Pixel Drift album. So many months. Liz, thank you so much for the 50 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. I'm excited to see it. I just gotta decide if I'm dragging Blocky with me to see it. If Blocky went to the first one, they'll enjoy the second one. I think you force them. I think you drag them in there and force them to watch the movie. It was worth it. It was good. It doesn't, like, obviously it's got all the songs and everything and all that, but it didn't feel like super musically musical. Like, I felt like there's a really good balance. Have I ever read the book? No. I'm also going in blind next week. I know one song from the second half and that's it. Yeah, it was good. I had a great time. It was really fun with a bunch of friends. And yeah, it was a good time. So today is gonna be a little bit of a unique situation because there are 2 streams happening today. First, we're here, and then we're going to be at the end of stream today, we're gonna raid Love Tropics.
Keep it real.
What are you looking forward to this weekend? 3.
I'll get to that in a sec. Ninja, and thank you for the dono. But yeah, so we're gonna raid Love Tropics after our stream because there's a charity event going on for 48 hours. It's absolutely awesome. And the reason, well, one, I want to support them regardless, but also I'm going to be live again later today at 4 p.m. Pacific time to 6 p.m. Pacific time over on the Love Tropics channel and also my own Twitch channel. I don't think YouTube's going to be live.
I had to cancel my membership months ago because of college. I'm doing good enough now and my budget says I'm stable enough I can afford it again. Glad to be back.
Hey Matthew, thank you so much for the dono, and hope that means college and everything's going super well. But thank you so very much for the support. Lovely to have you back. And please, if you want to just chill and watch the streams and all that, and ever feel the obligation to donate or anything, just lovely to have you here and all that stuff. But I really do appreciate it. Good luck on all the journey. KT, thank you so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. Aerosaf, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. And then Ninjan, thank you so much for the dono again. But yeah, so I'm gonna be live over on the Love Tropics in 4.5 hours. So we're gonna stream here for like we'll stream here today for like 2 hours, 2.5 hour stream over on the main stream, and then I'm gonna go take a little break, grab some lunch, and just chill for a few. and we will get we'll get over there, and we're gonna be playing a bunch of fun mini games and stuff, and raising money for an awesome charity. I'm blanking on the actual name of it right now, but the charity that they picked this year is supporting a school system down in the Amazon, which is really cool. So we're gonna be jumping over there and doing all that stuff, and I'll make sure to get all read up and get the proper names and everything before I'm actually live over on that. So yeah. Anyways, that's the updates there. What time is it right now? It's 11:30 in the morning. Do you have a food source? Do you have for a farm? I have a hogland farm in the Nether that just makes pork chops for me. Any other streamers that you know and have done stuff with that are part of the Love Tropics stuff this weekend? I know Scott is doing an escape room tomorrow. Part of it, he and a few other people, I believe Linksy and Mandolin are tomorrow. Pachamama, is that how you say it? Mandolin, how we doing? Welcome on in. Pachamama. I'm gonna make Corey say it for me like 5 times on the stream. Be like, Corey, how do I do this? I don't even know if Corey's the one hanging with me or not. Pachamama. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're the one who knows. You would definitely know. How long have you been? Because you work on as part of the Love Tropics team, right, Mandolin? Did you join them last year or the year before or something? But aren't you a part of it? Can't remember. But yeah, so cool stuff looking forward to today and all those things. And there's gonna be a fun raffle for a we're gonna be doing a bit of a raffle for my segment that's gonna exclusively apply to get a Easter egg in the hardcore world as part of it. So if you donate to the charity, there is a chance you'll be entered into the raffle, and then you can we're gonna build a village in the hardcore world in the jungle, and I'm gonna add in a few villagers, and they're all gonna be named after people who win the raffle. So that'll be something that we talk about later, but there's a little bit more incentive for y'all to show up to the second stream too. Yeah. Anyways, we have mining and crafting to do today. Actually, I need to change a file path I've set up real quick. I forgot to do that. Okay.
Keep it real.
I love how you were just bombed by alerts. Also like.
It happens. It happens. But looking forward to this weekend. That's what you're asking. My wife's grandparents are flying in tomorrow, and they're staying with us through Thanksgiving next Thursday. So looking forward to that. Getting a lot of family time coming up. What jungle will the village be built in?
Pleased to meet you.
I found a really cool spot. So we have
Almost
new papyrus. We have new papyrus down here. There's a really, really cool spot in the jungle that's like right in this little crevice that I want to put the village in. I think it'd be really fun. So it feels fully immersed in the jungle because we got sparse jungle and we got jungle all the way around it. I think it'd just be kind of fun. So we're gonna do it out there, back behind the mesa and all that. And then it's also gonna have a prime view of the copper farm. So you know, we'll have that to look forward to. That will be another reason to fix that thing up. Does anyone know how to quickly gather coral blocks? I need over 30,000 for my next build. Coral blocks or coral fans? Coral blocks, you gotta break the structures. Coral fans, you just gotta bone meal sand in a warm ocean biome underwater, and then you just like a little minecart that, or like you just kind of have an auto bone mealer going and just. Hey Kiwi, how we doing? Welcome in. Who do we get? Belladonna, thank you so much for the 11 months. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you. Good to have ya. Alrighty, we're gonna be working on this today. For those who haven't seen it, we are building a new mountain up here. I have finished gathering all of the resources, including all of our tuff. So I got 4 shulker boxes full of tuff yesterday. It sucked. But today I want to basically just grab all of the grass that we can, and we're just gonna get placing. We're gonna see how much we can get done. And I want to get some new of those. We're gonna change out the elytra just to have a full refresh. Put that guy away. And it's go time. We go placing some grass. What? How Fwip doing another mountain? What a surprise. I know, yeah. But look at it. Look at it. We designed this one on stream a while ago, so y'all know this one. What I do want to do is go to here. And there's a lowest level like over here that we're going to start with and just start filling stuff in. And then we're just going to ignore all of the dirt because that doesn't need to be in here. Looks like a nice mountain. Yeah. Thinking of drawing some Fwip fan art. Is there an art channel in the Discord? Yeah, there's a Fwip fan art channel in there that you can post whatever into. Well, whatever Fwip fan art stuff you have. I can't remember if it's called Fwip fan art or if one of the mods changed it to fart. I can't remember. OMG, a mountain. I know, it's another mountain. Well, this is the mountain that we actually designed on stream a long time ago. So, now we're just actually building it. Gotta dig all of the grass below for this. Yeah, I have so much grass right now that like I don't need to do that. I did used to do that back in the Building with Fwip world when we were working on that big landscape of all the dirt came from below it to then place back above, which that did help a lot, but I don't think we so much need to be doing that here. Mostly because there's a lot of mountains and things that I'm taking down as I'm also building up ones. And we're not using TNT dupers, so we're getting all of the blocks because we're mining it all by hand. So I'm not really at a point where I could potentially be losing my any of my whatchamacallit, grass blocks. Like I'm not really gonna be running out of them too much, you know. Fwart is honestly a great name. It just sounds like wart and fart put together though, so I don't really know if I want to be associated with that. Just mindless grass placing. Gaming has reached a peak. No. We're in the valley right now. We're not at the peak yet. I don't think we'll reach the peak today. I don't know. A lot of art is just time to get the thing done. You can have a vision. It's about turning that vision into reality. That takes most of the time. That's usually where a lot of people quit. So it is kind of fun to be able to really just see that idea come into reality. Like we already have the idea finished in the creative world. Like that's already done. We're just bringing it over into the hardcore world itself. But being able to like actually have this thing being fully done and like fully off the to-do list is a really cool thing. But my big reason for doing this is that if we can finish a decent amount of the grass placing, like if we can get through more than half of the shulker boxes, basically I want to finish off the entire back end here. And if we can do all of that, then we're actually going to transition over to mining out some blocks because there's some of the mountain on the front half that I still need to dig out and get rid of. So we're going to kind of just play it by ear for what we actually can get done here versus going to do all that stuff. Love placing blocks for my mountains, but I hate mining them. I feel like the mining is like very simple, which is nice. It's good to have like a point where you can just be like, yep, brain is fully off right now. Except I did almost get blown up by a creeper and thrown into a lava lake yesterday. So, you know, I'm glad the brain was not fully off. I had such good reaction time yesterday. I managed to creeper mid-explosion, killed it before it got me. It dropped on me and I still was able to kill it before it exploded. I felt like I was such a gamer in that moment. Would you suggest making custom mountains to someone who doesn't do this as a job? It's a huge time commitment. I don't think I would ever suggest anything of being like, yeah, you have to do this in Minecraft. But if the reason why you're playing Minecraft is to create things, create what you're inspired to create. Don't worry about how long it takes to make something. Just chip at it a little bit over time and you'll get done. You'll be done with it eventually. And I think that's true in a lot of regards, not just like building a mountain or whatever. Like there's so many things that you could be doing in Minecraft that take so much time. And in reality, they can also be things that you can get done in an hour or two. And there's absolutely zero purpose for some of them existing. Like outside of a starter base, there is zero purpose to anything in Minecraft existing that you can't put into an ender chest or throw into like a villager trading hall. Like, so I would say if you think that building up a mountain in your Minecraft world sounds like a fun thing to do and that you would have a good time with that, then go for it and do it. But if you don't think it sounds like fun, then don't bother. I think a sheep ate my grass here when I was taking the Light Manica copy. Heck, I need noms. Oh no. Showing up to stream without noms? Rough. That's rough, buddy. Its art doesn't need purpose. Well, yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm trying to say though, is that like art also doesn't need to be something that needs to be finished right away. Sure, you get that quicker little dopamine hit of being like, ooh, I finished this project. Okay, I go start a new thing. But like, if you're somebody who just like, if you have the attention span to do something as a long-term project, then I think why not? But also there's absolutely zero requirement or need to do it. Like, building up this mountain is purely aesthetic. There is zero purpose for this thing to exist outside of just it looks pretty. That's the whole reason we're doing this, is that it will look pretty. So when you get into kind of that realm, that's why I don't know. I think if you think building a mountain could be fun, I'd say go for it. Why not? Give it a shot. If you tackle it for like a month, a year, and in a few years you get it done, then why not? Nah, we love wandering around the base and finding half-done projects. Yeah, me too. Undecorated back of buildings, the best. I mean, hey, your world does look pretty. Thank you. Yeah, I think for me, if I was not a content creator, obviously I would be playing a lot less Minecraft. But I think that I would still be playing to some extent. I think I also probably would. There's a much bigger chance that I would maybe be. Did I finish everything over here? I think I did. Oh no, in that little corner. I think there's a big chance if I wasn't a content creator, I'd probably play a lot more creative Minecraft than survival Minecraft, just purely for the time's sake of it. And just kind of keep it more as like a, oh yeah, I wanted to go build today. Okay, I'm gonna go build this thing today. And I feel like for me as if I were not doing this as a job, I probably would be only playing creative, and then I would be playing other video games more so for that different form. But I have definitely, since doing this as a job, found it absolute love for like survival and it's more hardcore and everything like that, and like actually making the world that I play in look really, really cool. But I would 100% say if I was not a content creator, I probably would not have went this far ever in the survival world. I really love that I have it, but yeah, I just know that about me. Favorite build in the world? The Foliage University for sure. You can see the top of it right there. Yep. I'm just doing all of this grass stuff by layer because
Keep it real.
it's gonna
I'm
help.
glad this is your job.
Me too. Thanks, Ninjan. I appreciate the dono. Why don't you take an extra shulker box with you of grass so you don't have to use as many rockets? Yeah, they're all laid out and organized, and we're gonna be working on only this backside today, probably with how many we have to place in. So there are maybe we'll get to that chunk that's unloaded. There it goes. There's 33,000 grass blocks that need to go down. Just a few. So we've got some. I will say I finally got around to watching that Hytale like zone 3 preview or whatever it was called video that they released like 3 days ago, I think it was. I finally got around to watching that just to kind of see like, okay, let's see what the world looks like, more so than just what they shared in that like 15-minute gameplay trailer, because I want to see more about the world, is not really like the combat of the game. And I'm pretty hyped. I'll be honest. I think I think when Hytale releases, I'm gonna be starting up a survival series on it and see how it goes. And I would love to do like a dedicated video series. It might just turn into a one-off or something, and I'll start with a one-off and see how people like it as far as views go and everything like that. But it was pretty cool. I feel like, I don't know, I'm curious to see like how the building side and everything goes, but I feel like it could be pretty cool. So we'll need to figure out if they have any cool mountain building tools or not, you know. If they are building the modding API though, as the primary thing, it would just need a big enough following for people to want to make mods like Axiom and things like that for the world, or like a world edit. But it'd probably be possible in some way. It just depends on how easy it is to use. Hey Bars, why'd your message disappear so quick? Oh, there it is. Definitely want to see how people like Hytale gameplay. Yeah. I feel like I want to do like a one-off one by myself, and then I also want to do like a multiplayer one. Get some builders in there and see like how quickly we could like make a base or something like that, and or like build a little town and seeing how it all comes together. I feel like I'm gonna be so sad without having a mod like Flashback. Like that's like the thing the reason why I never really got like super far into like the Lego Fortnites or whatnot in terms of like showcasing things in videos is I so desperately wanted some way to do a third-person time lapse, and it just does not exist in a lot of those games. And I really think like that tools like or even just the ability to have like a camera count in the sky, it's just such a godsend when it comes to content creation. No flashback, need the cinematics. I know, it's gonna be so sad. Like the funny part is like that's like one of the big things that I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna check it out that much. It's like because there's no flashback.
Nice to meet you.
Like I like the quality of my videos, and if I can't make that type of quality video, then I don't know, man. Fabian, thank you so much for the Prime. I am really hopeful that it's a game that I'll like actually want to just like put a lot of hours into. Was there no flashback for Hytale? That's why Hytale's gonna fail. There's no flashback. No, I was just talking about in terms of like doing like a survival let's play in Hytale, and probably for me it would be like wanting to show off the building tools and showing off how all that stuff works, and not having the ability to make the content that I make currently like to the same quality level. Sounds so sad. If a band used an AI flyer for our show, so my band had to drop the show, why didn't you just see if you could get that band kicked out of the show? And then get a new flyer made. And then, I mean, do that before you... I don't know, maybe you did have that talk. But, I don't know. I feel like for me, if somebody's doing something that I don't like, first step is have a conversation with them.
Is it _FWhip cozy on your side of the globe?
It is pretty chilly today. It's pretty chilly. It's definitely cozy over here. We need to get Mulberry on Hytale immediately. Yeah, Germ, we gotta get him over there. I agree. He doesn't have enough projects already, so I think Mulberry definitely has time for at least the bare minimum of porting everything he's done to Hytale if it's a successful game, you know. Like bare minimum, just like port it over. It'd be so easy, right? You could do that in like 20 minutes. I'm sure. Just like he can make like a Minecraft beta version in like 15 minutes. He's just obviously like as lazy as the Minecraft developer, so he doesn't want to. No, I can't get back to Mulberry. I don't want him to be mad at me. Welcome to the chaos. This is our mod team here. Yeah, sorry. The mods here are weird. I don't know how I attracted this group of people to moderate my channel. They're a unique bunch. They mean well, but they're a unique bunch. Not sure I didn't fall down there, but okay. That's definitely where we gotta go. Today, snow in your town? Ooh. We don't have any snow yet. I did see that it's gonna be sunny on Thanksgiving though. It'll be like 35 degrees, but it'll be sunny. So I'll take that over rain. Can someone explain what game we're talking about? It's Hytale is what it's called. This game. This whole thing. Ooh, is there a new? No, came out modding straight. Yeah. Hytale is saved November 17th.
It is almost 2 years since I asked this question. When will you build some hobbit holes in the hardcore world?
I think my answer is still probably the same as the last time. Joep the Hobbit, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate it. I feel like I don't have a unique enough way to want to make hobbit holes that wouldn't just like be like a pre-existing or just like a slightly retrofitted way of making hobbit holes. So I don't know. I don't feel like that really fits the world lore that we have going on here too much yet. What mountain is this? There's the world tree. Foliage University's right over that side. This is the mountain on the northern side of Path. What's crazy to me is that people were hyped for Hytale back in 2017 and 19 don't really play Minecraft the same nowadays. Oh yeah, yeah. It's Hytale is either going to release and be a great game, or honestly, the unfortunate side that I think is going to happen is all the fanboys that are now, if you read the comments on any of the Hytale like videos that they've released of like showing stuff off, the amount of people that are already in there being like, oh my god, this is so much better than Minecraft. Oh my god, this is gonna be so amazing compared to Minecraft. Minecraft's so dead. And then you like just it's like those same people, if Hytale isn't a 10 out of 10 game day one of early access, those people are gone. They're not gonna play at all. So it's a it'll be a goofy launch to watch, I think. I'm pulling an audible. Those are gonna be fixed like that. I'm so hopeful for them. I really, really wish them the best, and I really, really want to see the game succeed, because I think overall that's only good for the survival gameplay market of like a building based or a building survival game. Because you have like a lot of games out there that are like, it's a survival game, and it's like DayZ or Rust or something, where like, sure, technically you can build and there are survival elements, but that's not like the core part of the game, you know? Like that's just kind of like a fun little side thing you can do, or like you protect your base a bit, but it's not really like the main purpose of the game. So and it's not really something you turn into like a huge art form. Like there's some people who have made some really cool builds in those types of games, but it's not quite the same depth, you know? So I'm really excited to see if Hytale can succeed in that, of making another game that has that type of level, because I think that's only a good thing overall for people who enjoy Minecrafts and whatnot. Of that just shows that there is possibility for that market to keep growing, which is only good for us gamers. If Hytale does that well, hopefully it means Minecraft will drop 1.22 or something awesome. Yeah, Wombat, that's true. Competition in the gaming space between developers is only ever a good thing, because they can grow off of each other, and that when you're the only game in a market, it's very easy to become very stagnant because nobody's pushing you to be better. So as long as you're still delivering the same quality, then you're fine. But there's no desire or need to improve if you have nobody forcing you to improve. So yeah, I think if Hytale is a success, that's only gonna push people who have the ability to make big decisions at Mojang to be like, okay, we need to prioritize these types of things, and like bigger updates.
Keep it real.
Gonna put more money behind it.
Purple in the mountain _f_whip big brain.
Yeah, I use purple concrete as the like base texturing thing, just because it's a block that I would never use in a mountain. So I build everything out of purple concrete, because I also haven't used it in the city, and then I just mask over to get the. So I work purely off of the shape, and then we mask it for the textures and everything like that. I have come back in and I did a lot of hand shading and tweaking and cleaning up of this mountain yesterday. I probably spent like an hour and a half or so in the creative copy, just tweaking it and adding a lot of cool stuff. So I like it a lot more now. I've made a lot of good changes to it that you'll see as this design starts to come together, especially towards the top end of the mountain, because I was never really happy with how the peaks came out. So I honestly redid most of them. Skykill, thank you so much for upgrading the membership. Appreciate you. Yeah, for everybody who got a tier 1 membership or became a member today, a new world download released yesterday. So if you are a supporter, tier 1 or above, and you have not picked it up or downloaded it or whatever, it's available. Okay, there's that. I thought you removed those before loading the schematic. I removed most of them. I just missed a few spots. As in, I missed about 14,000 of them on this one. I guess yesterday's video is a sign I need to actually go build my forest. Need to practice my big oak trees and how to build birch trees at all. Oh dear. Ah, you got plenty of time. I did have a lot of fun working on that yesterday. I thought that forest came together really, really well. But yeah, it was fun. It's been cool to do a lot of landscaping and terraforming stuff. I definitely don't want to be like only landscaping and terraforming for videos and things, but in next video, whenever this mountain gets done, is going to be a mountain, which will probably be early next month, if I had to guess, is going to be probably where this dude lands. It'll really depend on how much work I can get done next week with the in-laws staying with us. So we will see, but I'm not gonna crazy push myself to work next week. We have my wife's grandparents staying with us, and we're also hosting Thanksgiving, so there's a lot of stuff to do around the house to get ready for the holiday. You see the new world / map in collaboration with Adidas? What? Is that a Minecraft thing? I've not. How can you make an off-road car with Minecraft blocks on your mountains? And cars aren't really in the right age range of the world that I'm making, so I don't really have cars anywhere. Wagons, yes, but cars, not really. Do I have a car in the world anywhere? I don't think I have a car. I guess the solar punk area could have a car, but they probably wouldn't have like off-road cars. But so I'd probably have to say no. I'm just filling that in. And that. And that. I think I have extra grass blocks, so it'll be fine. If not, we have to clear some spaces that are going to have grass blocks anyways. Oh, well, we're out. I have no extra grass blocks. Where do I find the IP for the supporter server? You have to join the Discord, and then it is, if you're a tier 2 membership, you'll have access to the server channels and the server announcements channels, and it's in one of those. I can't remember exactly which. Oh, the whitelisting channel. My bad. Yes. I forgot we have that fancy one. Oh, didn't fall. Totally fine. I mean, you have a Zeppelin. Yeah, but I feel like Zeppelins and airships came before cars more so, but I could be wrong on that. Also, I feel like in a fantasy world, it's easier to believe that an airship would be part of it than a car. I don't know why. Cars to me feel like you're modernizing the world a decent amount no matter what you do.
Real.
Patient, doctor, doctor. I feel like a pig. Doctor be like, how long have you felt that way? Patient, for about a week.
Oh, it ruined it for you. Yeah, I see what you're going for there. Try and see if you can get the voiceover bot to like do like a squeal sound or something. Good try, good try. I love the forest in the last video, but I was disappointed with the lack of moss on log. Honestly, I forgot. I didn't even think about that until you just said that right now. Yo, my bad. Ugh. I have to go get some caffeine or something, dude. I got like 6.5 hours of sleep last night, I think. Rip moss on log opportunity. I know. I also forgot just mushrooms in general. Somebody mentioned that in the comment. in a comment, and I was like, oh, I should have put mushrooms everywhere over the forest on the like near the bottom of the trees. What I really hope is one day we get some sort of a like wall mushroom, like a mushroom shelf item, like you have in some mods where you could put mushrooms on like the side of a block. Because the Minecraft mushrooms, they're fine. The little brown mushroom, the little red mushroom, sure, they're great. But like, I feel like there's so many other types of mushrooms that would be so much more fun for detailing forest builds and things. Like I would love to have like just a little shelf mushroom or something. That'd be so cool. Yeah, instead of an end update, we need a fungus update with a whole fungus dimension. What if the skulk dimension was a fungus dimension? That could be cool. I'd be down for a fungus dimension. Sounds pretty fun. Where can I get your text pack for Bedrock? It unfortunately does not exist on Bedrock.
Cha-ching!
And Jed, thank you so much for the gift member. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the stuff I use to make my texture pack, most of it does not port to Bedrock as far as I'm aware. So I, excuse me. I do not have a Bedrock version of the pack that is working. This is something that's going to require a lot more technical stuff to make that little river, just in terms of we need other blocks and things. So maybe I don't do that. Yeah, I don't have any of the dirt on me right now. Annoying. I mean, I could go grab dirt, I guess. I don't want to though. I'm lazy. I don't want to do that right now. I'm too sleepy. Nah, we're just gonna go back up. We'll leave this for me to deal with later. I'm just trying to get a ton of our grass placed in for now. What doing? Your cat is actively trying to eat your food. Find a new meal. Probably. This okay, so this is back above where we were already, and we'll do like loops from like here back around and like keep to this side of the little river something or whatever. I had a really hard time trying to figure out how to like bring more water flowing down the mountain. I tried bringing a bunch more glass layers. That was like one of the big changes I made when I was working on the new version of the mountain here, was just adding a lot of glass. Just for one, shading, and two, a lot of white glass to look like thin lines of snow coming down the mountain. I think it turned out pretty well. Are you putting fields in the mountain or keeping it preserved nature park? I want to put this one. We talked about putting like some sheep herders on this backside here of like some, just like some mountain sheep herders who are kind of working on the far side of the city. So kind of debating about that in the upper area. Like make some pasture grazing space for sheepies up the mountain. And then outside of that, I'm thinking maybe back here we'll have fields and things. It's really going to depend what we end up doing with that. And more so what we end up doing with the middle. There's this little like island thing of that. It really depends on what I want to do with that and how I want to wrap this terrain around. And also, if we want to do fields and things, we need to make that forest over there a lot thicker coming back this way, so it doesn't just look like there's fields connecting to the back of that castle, because that castle is run by the pillagers. So we have a field right next to that with like a whole peaceful farmstead and everything outside of the one that's down below it. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that people are just casually, peacefully farming right next to pillagers who took over a castle. So we'll see. There'll be something back here though, is my hope. A potato. Yeah, a potato could work. Just one singular potato on an armor stand, or not even, just in an item frame. You should make a dark fantasy castle. I've been wanting to experiment with doing like a darker themed build in Minecraft recently. It's kind of after I did the nether brick in the little red village. I've been really wanting to experiment with doing like some kind of dark fantasy something or another, but we'll see. We'll see if that comes into reality or not. Not too sure. It sounds like a fun idea, but also sounds really, really dark and hard to make a thumbnail out of. But maybe that's just me being bad. Just me bad at the game. Can't make a thumbnail. So I don't want to do one that's just like all deep slate or whatever. You just go super gothic style. Yeah, I feel like maybe in like a pale oak forest that could look cool. But the problem is like I don't have a big pale oak forest anywhere. Like that one's tiny. This one here is an absolute baby. But I think those are literally the only two that I have. Yeah. Yeah, it's all forest. That could be a cool meadow with a forest in the middle. But I feel like making a dark fantasy gothic castle or something, and then having bright blue cheery sky, whee, yay, just really takes you out of it, man. I don't know about y'all, but the sky color, I feel like is part of one of the reasons why I like to just like make cheery looking things and happy looking things in the Minecraft world. Granted, I know that, you know, there were some very beautiful sunny days at some very spooky, scary gothic castles. But if we really want to get that like vibe of all of it, like even though Dracula's castle probably, you know, had some beautiful like 70 degrees sunny, not a cloud in the sky days out of it, in front of it and all that. But like, you know, if you want to make the dark spooky castle, you want to make the dark spooky castle. And part of that comes with the dark spooky. You should go there at night, easy fix. No, and we don't go at night. Nighttime's scary. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if there's a way to like change sky color, but I would never want to make a build that requires a resource pack specifically when viewing that build versus other builds in the world. But I guess you can make resource packs now that change sky color and biomes, I believe. So you could technically do something. 70 degrees and sunny. What a dreadful day to be a vampire. Honestly, true. Never thought about it like that. My My friends, click the like button if you have not already. I very much do appreciate all of the support. Twitch friends, you're doing great. It's just the YouTube friends who got to do a thing. Underground castle. What, you think I'm gonna clear that big of a cave? I got mountains to dig. I can't be clearing that big of a cave. I did for a while play with the idea of doing the nether instead of going cyberpunk like we are. For a while I was thinking about doing like dark fantasy castle in there, but I felt like so many people have done dark fantasy castles in the nether that I was like,
take it personally that the mountain is here, or since you are working on it you think it's fine? Underscore
I think it's fine. We're just covering it now because I don't want to look at it anymore. So, you know, it's doing what it's doing. Not as personally anymore. I had some time to think about it, you know. Wait, we can like a stream? It's true. How about just make your own sky? Can't be that hard, right? True. Yeah, true. We'll just black out the sky with clouds. Or black it out with geese. That's how you can make your dark fantasy castle. I think Mumbo's onto something. It's all about the geese tech now. I'm a professional, thank you. I'm very, very professional in everything that I do. Since a lot of people do trains to their nether hubs, I want to do boats instead and make a dark fantasy landscape around it. You're going to be building boats in the nether. So I guess that's just like a lot of glass for the rivers. Probably what, gray glass? Gray glass for water. That'd be cool. Yeah, who out here puts trains in their nether hub? Ew. Just seeing if German bars are still in chat, to be honest.
Pleased to meet you.
Who was that? Baza, thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Cha-ching!
And the 5 gift members, dude. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Thank you for the support. We're gonna just bring it all the way down to here. Stupid flowers. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that in the creative copy I built all this and just accidentally left the schematic in a little short. Oh, what's a gift membership? It's a membership to the channel, so you get tier 1 access to all of the things. So if anybody got a gift membership, join the Discord. Look at Tay getting a gift membership. Wow. One of the mods has been chosen. I'm so awake right now, dude. I'm so awake. I honestly might take a nap before the Love Tropic stream. Wake at 7 in the morning on a Saturday. Oof. Thank you so much for the 3 months, dude. I appreciate you. And good morning. If you want to build another civilization, have you thought about Ewok tree houses from Star Wars? Dude, well, not really. I don't know. I feel like building tree houses in Minecraft, you have to go so big on the scale for the tree house to like actually make sense for existing. So that can be a little difficult. But outside of that is, hey, Attica's not like me today. What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something very, very insightful. I'm sure, very important, and it's lost to the ages. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Now, I would say like big tree houses to me, it's always the scale that you have to build a tree at to make the tree house actually work. Unless you just have like little ones, like the little Murloc camps and things that I do, where it's you can like a player could never actually walk inside of that. But yeah, I don't know. Never say never, but no plans for that right now. We did recently watch that Star Wars movie, like this last week. Those Ewoks are weird, dude. I know they're supposed to be like goofy, kind of little alien dudes, but like they're also kind of weird. They're cute for sure. But they're also weird. That's my full analysis of Ewoks. Cute, but also weird. Build between giant jungle trees, too small. You can't feasibly really build around any tree in Minecraft and make it look like there's like an actual interior without it just feeling like super weighted. The tree trunks are just super small. Like a 2x2 tree trunk in reality is like not that big when you start building an actual usable space, because anything above like a 3x5 interior space, which is barely usable for decorating an inside of a house, then becomes way too small, and then that in itself looks weird. Oh, I have it on me. Just don't feed them after midnight. I think that's a different gremlin you're talking about. I really want to play Minecraft Hardcore, but I suck at building. Why do you need to be good at building to play Minecraft Hardcore? I'm gonna go grab, I have a half a Celsius, I think, in the fridge downstairs. So I'm gonna go get that, because caffeine sounds great right now. So I'll be right back.
Keep it real.
Hey F-Whip, what's your favorite F-Whip emote?
Okay, I'm back. Okay, now we can get back to mountain. Chair ASMR, yeah. Hey, at least it chose a bop for y'all. Close my window a little. It's kind of chilly in here today. Okay. I'm also gonna have to figure out a new heating system for my office, or it might just mean that I can actually wear sweatshirts without being overheated very quickly, because I'm like 3/4 of the way through setting up the new computer I got, and it runs so much cooler. Its idle temperatures is like 5 Celsius cooler than the current PC I have. So as long as it's like top end temps are at that similar ratio, that will be amazing. I really want to play Minecraft Hardcore, but I suck at surviving. Yeah, well, get good, mate. I don't know. No, I think playing hardcore, to jump back onto that, is, it doesn't matter how good you are at the game in hardcore. It's all about the mentality that you have playing the game. And what I mean by that is, you can be the best hardcore Minecraft player ever, like the best Minecraft player ever, and be so good. But if you like fully crash out and just like hate everything when you lose your world, and you're just like super angry and mad, blah 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 blah, like, don't play hardcore. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you like are just like, if your month is ruined because you die and lose your hardcore world,
got paid today.
You shouldn't play
no
hardcore.
Extra expenses. Know what that means? F-Whip sub. I am so back.
Silly dog, thank you for the 4 months. Thank you. I hope you're doing well today. Appreciate the support and welcome on back. Also, Ninja, and thanks for the dono. I think I missed that when I was away. But yeah, I really think the big part about hardcore is more just like having a mindset that you're okay with it being a temporary thing. That's like the important part of playing in a hardcore world. It's not that you have to be great at the game. It's just you have to be okay with what you're working on will eventually be gone. It doesn't matter how long you survive in a hardcore world. Eventually, you will lose the hardcore world. And I think that's a really important mentality to have. And that's not necessarily a bad thing in itself either. It's about, because a lot of people ask me all the time, and they're like, Flip, what are you going to do when you lose your hardcore world? Are you just like going to be so sad and just, isn't that just going to suck? And I'm like, yeah, it'll suck. Like, it'll be, but like in reality, like I signed up for that when I got here. Like I can't, I can't really be like freaking out or trying to do something else to prevent it, or like cheat around the corner or whatever, of like keeping the world, turn it into survival. But like, no, when I jumped into this world, I jumped into play hardcore, and we're doing that. We're doing just that. If we lose the world, or if we die, then the world's gone. That's part of the hardcore vibe. Is more the mentality of anything than actually like being really good at the game. I think being bummed is okay, but yeah, definitely don't crash out. Yeah, being bummed, totally fine. Like, I will be sad. I 100% will be sad. Will I be screaming and throwing my keyboard and all that stuff? It depends if I'm streaming. No, I'm kidding. I don't think I've ever thrown a keyboard. I don't think I've ever even gotten close to throwing a keyboard. Mostly because I would be so mad at myself for throwing the keyboard, of how much money I would have to spend to get a new keyboard. And I really like my keyboard, so I don't want to deal with getting a new one. But yeah, I've never understood the keyboard throwers. That's something that has just never made sense to me. But hey, if you've got 50 keyboards and you want to chuck one, go right ahead, I guess. Did we get all the grass? We did. Perfect. I see a hardcore like mandalas. The point is impermanence in a way and being okay with that. Yeah. I kind of like that it's not permanent. There's like something weirdly nice, I guess you could say, about the fact that it isn't permanent. And that means that I don't have to do everything perfect. Like, think about how many people that are starting their quote forever worlds right now and all those things, and there's so many people that are making videos about being like, I'm gonna do it this way because this is the perfect way to do the thing, and then it's gonna set me up because I'm gonna be playing in this world for the rest of my life. And they have to get it, like, to me that sounds stressful as heck, dude. But for me, if I get it wrong, I don't have to play in this world for the rest of my life. I know for a fact that I won't last that long. Like, something will get me one day, and that's fine. That's gonna be what it is. It's supposed to be in there. Great terracotta. That's why you don't use shaders, because I don't think Minecraft needs shaders to look good anymore. I am anti-shader. I wouldn't say I'm anti-shader. Do I think shaders can look nice? Yes. But I also think shaders make people lazy builders.
I don't have a forever world, but I am forever grateful to have found your channel back in the Port City build.
Thanks, Thomas Shrimp. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 3 months, dude. Thank you for hanging around. Good to have you back. What I was talking about? Just don't die until you finish the path interiors. Oh yeah, if I don't get those done, I'm gonna at least do a full video tour of all of those and show off everything. Like, I'll import them all. Yeah, I need to get. I want to try and get a handful of them done in. I'm gonna just not do that corner anymore. I'm gonna try and get a handful of them done in January. I think we can start doing like each stream for like a week or so in January. We'll just pick a different interior and do that for the day. And just see how many we can get done. Because I do feel bad that a lot of them have been sitting there undone for quite some time now. But what was I talking about before? Oh, shaders. Yeah, I think shaders are fine to use. I wouldn't say don't use shaders if you like them, but I also do think shaders very much encourage a lot of lazy build habits, because a lot of people use shaders to carry their builds to look better. because when you have the shader doing all of the shading and fancy effects and stuff, then all you need to do is throw up a cobblestone wall and it looks like a masterpiece. So I personally find that I can show off my skill as a builder more by not using shaders than if I were to be using shaders. Need a lot more snow layers than those 6, but I might as well start saving them. Do a farm or an interior for each video. The problem is,
if shaders, which one do you use? Underscore whip think.
What do I have turned on? I don't have any turned on. I use Complementary Unbound or usually like BSL. One of those two are usually the ones I go for. But the problem with building a house in every episode is that I already have the bit of building a field in every episode, right? So we have that. And that bit takes me 25 to 30 minutes to do for every single video. Is it still 25 or 30 minutes? Yeah, it's a decent amount of time for a 20-second clip. Sure. But if that were to turn into a house interior, like for the people who have shown up to the live streams where we've worked on some of them, you'll know that we've spent 3+ hours making a single house interior, just going through the resource list of gathering up everything in there and then trying to place it all in, because they're so highly detailed that my simple 20-minute bit of just a joke about subscribing to the channel then turns into a 3-hour thing, which is almost half of a work day. So it's a lot of time that would be dedicated into just like a quick, it's hard to do that as like a quick bit with every single video. We'll just go make a house. I could plant a tree sapling every stream and bone meal it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, who is it? Somebody used a smaller creator up and coming. They in one video, like their first episode, they were like, I'm gonna build a custom tree for every single episode. And then like episode 2, they came in and they're like, and I'm gonna give myself the ability to not build a new one every single episode, because that already took a lot of time. I was like, dang, didn't even make it 5 episodes before walking that one back. Just waiting for the next episode to be, and I'm gonna give myself the ability to bone meal just a sapling, and that counts as my tree. When there are too many fields, what will you do? Build more fields. There's never gonna be too many fields, don't you worry. I am not stressed at all about having too many fields in this world. I mean, we've got this entire land here can become fields. I honestly think eventually most of this is going to be fields. Like this entire stretch. Like I want to continue the forest that we literally just built. I want to wrap it around this probably whole section, but then like on the side of the road, maybe we'll have like a animal grazing area on this side, but like this whole like forest biome here is going to stay as custom forest of the hopefully same detail level of what we just put into that one. And some like rocks and stuff and things in here to make the landscape a little cooler. But yeah, I think like this whole section here eventually is going to be like the
stream for
hearthlands.
spoilers, guys! ! _
All of this we have for field planting that still needs to come in there. This I think is going to be a huge vineyard on that end. But we've got all of this forest down here that could be chopped out and turned into farmland. I have no idea what I want to do with this area. This is something that's existed in the world for so long, and all it has is these roads through it. Like, even this is just, that was an accidental road. If I accidentally built it that way before I realized I was going the wrong direction, I need to bring it around this way. that was a mistake. That was like an hour. We've got this whole area down here. Like, we got a ton of space in order to build fields and things. What do you think about duping glitch? If you mean in terms of like putting items in a chest and duping them, like diamond duping glitches, I don't ever use those. I don't see the purpose in those. I do see the purpose sometimes in like TNT dupers to make redstone farms and things run, as long as there's still like some amount of a cost to it, because you're still putting in bone meal to run the thing. So there is still like some element of you're putting in something to make the thing happen. It's not just happening for free, even though a lot of the bone meal is pretty trivial to get nowadays. But that being said, Backen, thank you so much for the 9 months, dude. I think I said that right. But regardless, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I see duping, if you're using dupes to get like more diamonds, or using dupes to get netherite trims without paying extra diamonds, or like that type of stuff, all you're doing is making your Minecraft gameplay shorter. Like that's the big thing. I think a lot of people don't like cutting corners in a video game to get the best thing quicker, or to make yourself rich quick, or whatever it is. In reality, all you're doing is giving yourself less, you're giving yourself less gameplay. So like if you're okay with that and you're fine with that, and you're like, yeah, I just want this done faster because this grind of this part of the game is not fun to me, that's okay. That's one thing, that's one element of it. But if that's like the whole thing that you're playing for is like your 2-week Minecraft phase, is you want to get your full geared up stuff, you want to get all of your full enchanted diamond armor, your netherite, your like blah 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 blah, and then you quit and you use a dupe glitch to give yourself more diamonds to get your armor faster, all you're doing is making yourself have a worse overall experience. I think that's what a lot of people who like dupe and things don't really think about when they're jumping in. They're just like, oh, I want it done now, so I'm gonna just cut the corner and get it done. But in reality, all that they're doing is making the game less fun for themselves. So friend duped and ended the server after 300 days. So sad. Yep. Got to be real careful about who's the server admin if you have a server with friends, because if the server admin's the one out there duping everything,
thank you, kindly,
doing all that, then they're gonna quit.
Hi F-Whip Smile, hope you have a good day. What mod is that map? I tried to kind of map, but it doesn't work. RRRRR, say hi to Family Smile.
Starry, thank you so much. What mod is this? Lightmatica? Is that what you mean by what mod this was? I really enjoy a good resource gathering, like sand. Yeah, sand can be a fun grind. You just hold left click and hold W and you get sand. Kind of nice. There's a little therapeutic sense to it. And we're dead. Series over. I once saw a server that didn't allow iron farms because they're too OP. Yeah, you mean Dream SMP? Back in the day, not that we need to talk about it too much, but Dream SMP had so many weird rules of like what was or wasn't allowed. And then I remember hearing through the grapevine that was all basically stuff that Dream didn't allow people to do anything that he couldn't do himself. So like he banned iron farms because he didn't know how to build an iron farm. Like, so yeah, but yeah, I totally understand like a server like banning iron farms and things like that. I was like had somebody reach out to me to join an SMP a while ago that fully banned villager trading because it was too overpowered. And that to me is one of those things where I'm like, you're banning a core mechanic of the Minecraft gameplay. Like villager trading in its essence of itself is not overpowered. Villager trading combined with an amazing source of emeralds, that's what's overpowered. Like villager trading on its own, unless you do like, there are some glitches you can do, not even glitches, but like trading loops you can do to get like pure profit. Like the librarian and cartographer glass trade trick. Like you do that, but it doesn't give you that much unless you have a ton of villagers. So it's yeah, I don't know. If it's a base mechanic in Minecraft, I don't think it really is worth banning. What is the mod you're using for pre-builds? It's called Lightmatica. L-I-T-E-M-A-T-I-C-A. But it forces you to play in a different way, which can be pretty fun. Yeah. I totally get, like, there's... If it's like a temporary server, like a short-term one, like there's the Christmas Vibes SMP going on right now. Like, I don't think I would build any sort of redstone farms on there. I'm hoping to log into it next week at some point. It'll depend on how much I can get done on this mountain project, but I want to see who will be around, and maybe I can find a day where some others are online and log on there and just do a chill stream, and we'll just hang with some friends and catch up with people. Cause some chaos. Emerald Source is trading pumpkins and melons. Yeah, pumpkins and melons, if you have a pumpkin and melon farm and a bunch of farmers, is very good. That's honestly like one of the... I feel like that... I would say probably the iron. Like using, what is it? Toolsmiths? Do they always have the iron trade? I feel like that's probably the most...
Do we get a pre-spoiler? Obviously, we gonna hit 1,000.
I don't think I have a spoiler today, because all I did yesterday was mine tough. I mean, I could show you more details at the top of the mountain that I tweaked from last time y'all saw it, but I guess that's kind of a spoiler. But I don't know. I think we should hit 1,000 likes anyways, though. That'd be pretty cool. For your old boy Flippy. Tool and weaponsmith both. Yeah, I'm curious if Mojang is going to end up doing that villager trade rebalance. I think they definitely went back to the drawing board on it after what they had the last time, because it wasn't received the best. But I understand players like Mog who are like, no, this is going to ruin how I play in my world, because it's going to remove the ability for me to do a lot of things for people who are playing like challenge worlds and things by locking certain trades to different villager types. So I totally get that. So but I really, really like the idea of needing to get villagers of every single type of village in order to get every single thing that villagers can offer. Maybe it's like there's more cosmetic things that can come from it, like add more detail blocks or things like the bell that are only obtainable through villagers of certain types. Like even if it's just like an armor trim or like a rare banner pattern or like a shirt or something that you could buy that is only obtainable through like a jungle villager or a plains villager or a desert villager. Like I feel like something like that could be really good for a villager update of making... I know cosmetic is definitely gets translated a lot to like building blocks, but like make it like a, yeah, just like a unique building block or a unique decoration block that you can only get from villagers. I feel like there's so much potential for Mojang to do just something easy like that and get like a huge win for improving villager trading and incentivizing players to want to go around, but also not making it a requirement for players to want to go around. Please no, but an armor trim thing would be cool. Yeah, like if it's an armor trim, like you can't get mad that there would be an armor trim that you can't get access to. Okay, well, like you could be annoyed that you can't get it, but also like that's part of playing on the challenge world type things. Or if you're playing on large biomes, like sorry, your closest jungle's 30,000 blocks away. You're playing on large biomes. Get that nether tunnel up and running. Have the villager revamp toggleable, like when you're actively in game, like a game rule. I think it's something that you toggle when you create the world. I think that's a fair bet. Is he live right now? No. No, Make Caro scammer. No, I just knew you were gonna be here. I actually recorded this in July of 2021.
How are the doggos doing? _F whip code aloe.
Yeah, we're live right now. Doggos are good. They're sweepy. They were big mad at us last night because we were out late at the movies. And so the doggos, we got home at like just before 1, and the doggos were snoozing hard. Like they were both fast asleep, and they're just like, "What are you doing? Like turn the light off." Like, I was sleeping. Why are you waking me up? Didn't realize I watched a live stream that's happening right now. Yeah. Fill in the gaps. OCD activating. Nah, it's just, those are all non-grass blocks. We're just placing grass today because we've already got. Oh, I thought I heard some sizzling. Like, I'm just holding W. We're getting out of here. Yeah, we almost got 7,000 grass placed in so far. In an hour and a half. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Sleep. I wish I could take a nap. Yeah, I think after I think I might do a little power nap after stream. That sounds kind of nice. I also got a key to the game Moonlighter. The Moonlighter 2. What is this called? Moonlighter 2, the Endless Vault. I played the first one a ton when it came out years ago, and I was so close to buying it, and they actually sent me a key yesterday. So I'm like, I'm gonna go play that. I've also been playing Civ 7 also again. I mentioned that on Monday, I think. Still working through a game over there. It's been fun again. I like the updates that they've actually done to it. I think, unfortunately, Civ 7 is probably never going to get the hype it had again because so many people, myself included, were like, nah, it sucked. Or it just didn't feel good. But it's actually been fun to pick it up. I've been having a good time. I've been in the need of new games to play, and now I've finally picked a few games to play, and then I also got Moonlighter, so I'm good. I never did finish Hollow Knight, though. I kind of put that down. My fatal flaw. If I will get 80% of the way through a video game, and I will put it down and never finish it. It's such a bad trait that I hate about myself, but I'm so bad about actually finishing video games. I get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I know where it's going. Okay, I'm done. And then I just never come back. It's really bad. It's not my best trait. Return to Hollow Knight. I know, I need to. I think I'm actually I think I'm pretty close to the end. I think I'm like 1 or 2 bosses away from the end. Yeah, I was still playing Fellowship a decent amount, but they announced they're doing a reset early in the year, and I was like, well, now there's no point in me playing because there's no point that I'm not going to reach to the point that I wanted to get, and if I get there, then it's instantly just reset and gone. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm done.
How's that Stardew Valley save coming along?
Still about the same point it was
tear emoji.
last July. It's still installed. I haven't uninstalled Stardew Valley yet. It's still installed on the PC. And it's cloud save, so as soon as I get to the new PC, it'll be there anyways. Yeah, I don't know, man. I fell. Have you played any of the Little Nightmares? I haven't. They haven't really appealed to me that much to the point where I've like wanted to buy them. You have Bedrock Edition? I do. Yeah, I got it back when they gave it out for free to people who own Java Edition. I don't play on Bedrock Edition though. I've been on Bedrock Edition mostly only when I either have a sponsored thing that needs to be on Bedrock, or if there's an event or something that I need to be on Bedrock to be able to participate in the event. So I have it, but I'm a Java boy at heart. This is my Minecraft. I'm happy Bedrock exists for people to have other options to play on, but for me, if I'm playing Minecraft, this is the Minecraft I want to be playing. Honestly, I'd recommend people try the new server on Bedrock. Soulsteel is so addicting. Yeah, it's by Nox Crew, right? I've heard it's really good.
Keep it real.
Why do crabs never volunteer? They're shellfish.
We're good. 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 Okay. We're good. Thank you, Ninjan. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. And Rainer's Thunderstorms. Thanks for the 14 months. I appreciate you. I really wish Java was accessible via console. I can't play Java. Yeah, Java has its own problems, for sure. Oh. I think the number one thing that draws me to Java is how much control I have over my environment. And I mean that even like just like Minecraft as the environment as a whole, like not even in game, but like the fact that I can choose when I update to new versions, I can choose to install mods. If there's something that Mojang releases, which is extremely applicable now, that is really buggy for a version update, I don't have to update. I can let other people. I purposely never update like the day of updates unless it was like something massive like the Nether update. Like if there's a bunch of content where I wanted to really push to get a video out in like the first 72 hours after an update launched, because I thought the video would just do really well. Like sure, there's that. I definitely have done that before in the past to do like an exploring the new update type video. But if there's not that push, I will wait a week or two before I even start looking into it so that everybody else who is super psyched for it and want to get in there right away can log into it and find all the bugs. And then there's probably going to be another version that releases. Like every single time Minecraft does a major release, this is even true now with drops, very much so, if not even more. But even back to like Update Aquatic, there was very quickly a 0.1 and a 0.2 of every single version that released, and I'm pretty sure that's true since then. There's been pretty much every update has had one or two little sneaky bugs slide their way in that have made it and really caused issues for players. Snark Boy, welcome in. Hi, how we doing? So yeah, I usually wait. Say one if you think Bedrock is better than Java. And nobody said one. Nobody said anything. Just pure silence. Oh, sad day. Bedrock also doesn't have as much personalization as Java. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely like wish Bedrock had a lot more of the fine tuning that Java gets. Like it's a bummer that there's a the portion of the Minecraft community that has the most players, like there are 100 times more people that play on Bedrock Edition that play on Java Edition. The internet is very much like the vocal minority in terms of like the YouTube culture and all that, where we're all Java players for the most part, and especially content creators like are largely Java players. But like there's so many more people that play on Bedrock, and that they constantly are just getting like updates that are just not really like QA'd well before the release. Like that really sucks for so many people to be stuck with that type of stuff happening. It's a big bummer a lot of times. Bedrock is worse, but it's my version. Yeah, I think Bedrock, if you are like a family or like you're just like friends that casually play together, I feel like getting Bedrock and just getting a realm is probably your best way to play Minecraft. Because you can have people that are going to play on their Xbox, their PlayStation, their Switch, whatever. Maybe not PlayStation, isn't PlayStation a version? I don't know, I could be wrong on that. And then you could have people on their computer, you could even have people on their phone that are joining in and all playing in the same world. Like in reality, like that is so much better for like people who aren't super gamers to be able to play the game. Like that's just inherently an easier way for people to connect and play together and enjoy their time without needing to like set up a server or set up blah 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 to this and then this. Like Java has a lot more complication when it comes to that, and a lot more base requirements. Like it's the entry level requirements for Java are a lot more intense than they are for Bedrock, just to like play with friends. There's one on PS4. I couldn't remember if the PS5 was full Bedrock or not. We got a realm at 1,000 days. Currently, I tried to make a village like you, but failed miserably. Keep trying. I believe in you. You can get there. Can't really fail at building a build in Minecraft. You're just not done yet. But if you want to be done with it, then that's totally fine. I wouldn't say it's a fail though. If you learn something in the process while you're building the thing, I think that's enough for a success in itself. Even if you learned and you're like, all right, this didn't turn out how the way that I wanted it to turn out, that I had envisioned in my brain, but like you can look at it and be like, but hey, it doesn't look how I wanted it to look because like maybe I didn't make the roads wide enough, or the overhangs on the roofs are kind of weird and wonky. The buildings feel off scaled. Like try and look at it from that way. Don't just be like, yeah, the whole thing failed. But if you look at it from a way and be like, okay, it's not what I wanted, and like here's why, and then when you do it the next round, just try and remember that and take it into account when you're making things again, and you can hopefully get something even better. That's what I do. My first villages were trash, but I learned. World's very impressive. It's so vast as well. Thank you. Yeah, we've been in this for 4 years. Oh my gosh, I'm going through one of my old PCs right now, because I just keep all my old computers for really no good reason. But it was my backup in case my old one, one I'm currently logged into right now.
Cozy.
Ninja, thank you so much for the dono. Throw those cozy emotes in the chat, y'all. How we feeling? We cozy today? I hope so. But anyways, I was going through my old computer because I was cleaning it up and just resetting it. So I wanted to check if there's any files I wanted to save on it or not before I did, because I'm giving it to my brother because it's a little bit better than the computer he has. So I'm just giving it to him. And I was looking through it and I was like, oh my God, episode like 15 was still on there. Like all of the footage from episode 15 of this series was still on the computer. I went back to rewatch through some of the clips, and I was like, I was just yelling. I was just yelling at my computer. I'm very glad that I moved into a much more chill approach to recording videos in the recent years. But that was what I thought I had to do back then to get views on YouTube. And granted, maybe it is what I have to do, because those videos are all like 1 million views now, where my current ones are like 200, 300,000. So maybe they just aged well, but also that was like the hype, the biggest hype of the hardcore world series type things back then. And I was doing like all like the easy wins, like big iron farms and mob farms and huge flashy builds. The first steps into the world. And now we're still doing the huge flashy builds, but like they're all add-ons of other things, and so they're just taking a little bit longer. Took a chill pill. Yeah. Which, like, I personally really like my videos that I make now. I like my videos that I make now more than I like the original videos from the series. And I'm totally okay with that difference. But it was funny to kind of like look back at the old ones and be like, oh wow, this is way different. Yeah, I'm so close to just making a new schematic of this thing, like copy the build and get rid of all the tall grass. I feel like that could potentially be the route to go. Just do one, get rid of all the tall grass and get rid of all the snow layers. So I can just build before that all. And then put it back in. Is this your next video? Yeah, this will be the next one. This video won't be out until like probably second week of December though. I'm taking next week off for 4th of July. What am I saying? Thanksgiving, very different from 4th of July. Hopefully far less fireworks. I'm taking next week off for Thanksgiving because it's a holiday in the US and it's a Thursday, and with a large portion of my audience celebrating the holiday, I'm not uploading a video. And then I'm kind of debating on not having a video out the week after either, because I'm assuming I won't have too much time to work on this guy during next week too, because we're hosting some family and we're hosting Thanksgiving itself. So I got a lot of things going on. And I also need to get fully moved over to my new PC, so I had like old stuff installed on there just to like do the ad integration and everything, and I was like, oh my god, this is so nice, but I do not have the time to get fully set up on it, and I'm really wanting to be set up on it now. It's so shiny and nice, and it's so much better than my current one. I want to be on a new one. I think after Love Tropics charity stream this afternoon, I'm probably gonna be, if I'm awake enough, I'll be going heads down. And I'm at the point where I need to start, like, thankfully my monitor's hot switch, like, have switches on them, so I can just flip a switch and it can go between inputs. So I have the new PC is actually plugged into this monitor and on right now, and so I just need to like flip a switch, and I have a separate keyboard. So like, I have my second computer keyboard right here plugged in. And it has its own mouse and everything. Break, so I'm like fully set up.
Have a holiday then.
Are you moving your 4090 to the new PC? No, I got a 5090. I don't need the 4090 anymore. How do you do the backups here, world? I keep a copy on my computer. I keep a copy on the solid state drive. I keep a copy on the hard disk drive, and I keep a copy in Google Cloud. We dual PCing now. I'm debating on keeping the current one as a streaming PC, but I'm gonna try with just the new guy and see if I even need that. I don't think I will, because that thing's a 5090 and it has 8 terabytes of storage. It's got 64 gigs of RAM. It's got the new top AMD card in it, and it's an absolute beast of a PC. It's really like, I don't I don't think I don't think I'm gonna need a streaming PC to play Minecraft on it. No, I'm keeping that 4090. That's gonna be my backup PC in case anything goes wrong. Trust me, I've already got friends who are like, so you don't need any of those parts in that old PC of yours? You wanna send some of that my way? I'm like, no, I'm keeping it. The PC I'm giving my brother, well, selling to him, has a 3090 in it, or 3080, I think. One of the two. What was the point of doing all that lag prevention? Should it have just added more signs to the world just for the flex? True, I should have. Nah, it's actually so noticeable in the city having the difference in the signs being waxed. I was walking through the creative copy earlier today because I was kind of doodling around with planning out a new build. The one right next to that last one that we worked on in the city, if y'all were there for that creative stream, near the pink pony statue. But I was working on that guy and just messing around with it a little, and I was like, oh my god, I'm getting like 30 FPS in the creative copy. And then I went back into the survival copy and I was like, oh, I'm at like 70 now. This is so nice. So I need to figure out, I don't know if Germ was talking about it earlier. I don't know if he found a command in Axiom to like, or world edit to auto wax all of your signs. I need to see if there is one of those. I'll have to bug him and see if he found it. Currently buying parts for a new PC. My 5080 came in early and buying more parts during Black Friday. Yeah, I always, not always, but I'm usually Black Friday I shop for monitor deals. I feel like I've gotten some really good deals on computer monitors on Black Friday. That's I got all 3 of my computer monitors on Black Friday. I want to say last year. I wanted to do a big upgrade, so I got very nice monitors. I love these things. They're 4K, 240 hertz monitors that like are, the color quality on them is amazing. And I have 3 of the exact same monitor, and so it's so seamless on the setup for the aesthetics that you'd never, don't contribute to anything going on with the actual gameplay or the PC running, but having 3 of the exact same monitors instead of different ones piecemeal together, that's when you know you've won. OLED, yeah, they are. Pro setup. I mean, it is my job. And for it being my job, that means I can business expense things. Yay! Super fancy computer, business equipment. It's basically free. Not free. Absolutely not free. I used to play on laptop. It was decent. Recently moved to a PC. It's so much better. And Thomas helped me find a good one. Nice. What are you going to do about the biome changes? Just leave it? Oh, for the mountain? Yeah, we're just leaving it. It works out pretty well for where the elevation is on for the biome changes. I kind of worked the elevation in, so it actually looks like it's getting up higher. And so it looks colder. So, you know, mountain grass going into snow. Actually, the biome change works out for us pretty well.
Keep it real.
Do you have a short in progress?
We are currently scripting the next short right now. It's not, well, we got the script mostly done. So I guess, yeah, I have one part. We're going to get into doing more shorts again here soon. The guy I'm working with to make shorts for me. He does a lot of editing for, like, he was editing for like 5 of the people on Vampires SMP. So he was a little busy when Vampires was heading towards the finale, as they had a lot of stuff going on. So now he's got more free time to help me out with my stuff again. So we're gonna try and pick it up some more, and I would love to get to like 1 short a week posting on the channel. That's like my goal. I'd love to, even if I could get to like 2 shorts, because some of the shorts that we're doing, we're getting really, really good turnout, like viewership wise and things. I think the desert one did really, really well. Yeah. Maybe look at these, like the end one did pretty good, 500,000 views. The desert one, 450,000 views. The one building the mountain that we're actually making right now, 265,000 views. Building a boat with 102,000 views. The death clip, skeleton horses, that one's actually picking up right now. That was really dead for the first while, but it's over 100,000 views now. And we got the Copper Ages
Shorts help
feature.
attract new viewers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to start doing even more of these. It's like we've had some that have done really, really well. I mean, heck, this one, like one of these like way old ones I did a long time ago. This thing has been stolen so many times, but 4.7 million views on that. So 2.2 million on me putting a Curse of Binding Carp Pumpkin on Jimmy's head in hardcore. So I would love to do more of these. I really, really think shorts are a good way to grow your channel nowadays. I mean, obviously Mog has proven that that's correct, so. Excuse me. Oh, that's watch time. I was like, ooh. My little add-on thing I have on Chrome was saying 11 million views, and I was like, in the last 7 days, I was like, what do you mean 11 million views? No, 11 million minutes of watch time in the last 7 days. I was like, okay, that makes more sense for me. I was like, where did I get 11 million views, and what is going on? I struggle of thinking of ideas for shorts. Yeah, shorts are an interesting one, because you don't want to make something that's like so off from your own content, but it also has to be evergreen content. So they're interesting ones to make. It's kind of a fun game. That's kind of what I'm treating it as right now. Is I was able to get confirmation from YouTube that like shorts not doing well won't negatively impact your videos performing well, obviously, unless it makes people unsubscribe from your channel. But like in theory, it shouldn't negatively impact your video performance. So we're just kind of throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks right now, which is kind of fun to be able to just try that again. 11 million views, and Flip's about to start decorating his house with 5090s. I think you're overestimating how much money comes from 11 million views. Especially if that's short form content. That's like maybe a few dollars. No, you get more than a few dollars off that. It is amazing how little shorts pay, though. Like, I think it was finally that short with the one that hit like 500,000 views or whatever. That's the one that like finally made money. Like, I'm doing them as an investment. I'm not doing them at all for like me making money off of them straight away. Those are purely to try and get more people to the streams and to the hardcore videos and all that type of stuff, to see if that will attract people to want to be part of the community more so. Because I think that 500,000 one made like $75 maybe, and I'm paying the guy like $50 to make each of them, depending on how much work goes into it. found a YouTuber who has live streamed multiple days for 5+ hours. That's not that crazy. There's many people on Twitch that stream 10 hours every single day, 7 days a week. I don't think I'll ever be one of those people. That sounds awful, but there are people that do it. And I was hoping we'd get a lot farther through this grass placing today, but I guess not. You shorts didn't fund the new PC? Nah, that new PC was the brand deal. If you saw the video where we tore down the mountain, you would have seen it. Reviewed it interior for shorts. Honestly, that's kind of like one of the thoughts that I want to do. Is I think that could be a really fun short series of like, here's how to decorate this house, and kind of working through it that way. Like, or taking clips from the stream and like putting that in there and kind of just making funny jokes of being like, why did you tell me to do that? Or something like, I don't know. I feel like we could cut a stream down to be pretty goofy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's not really the lack of ideas. It's more like the just executing on the ideas right now. Like, I have plenty of ideas of what I want to do for shorts. It's more just finding the time to actually do the thing. Just clip farm every stream works really well for manga stands. True.
Mine's Voxy currently.
Yeah, Voxy's a good one. I gotta hand it to Axiom though. Axiom's. Or I'd probably say Flashback. Actually, I think Flashback's more important for me than Axiom. I feel like I don't really clip farm streams that much, you know. Like I'm not really a clip farmer. I'm a different type of farmer. I'm a flip farmer. I don't know. I don't think I'm like animated enough on to be like farming clips big time. Unless you pop a totem. Oh yeah, I mean that every totem pop has been a short so far, I think. Okay, there's that. We'll bring this one over here. Take out Benjamin. What text pack do you use for the clouds? It's not a text pack, it's a mod. It's called Better Clouds. Yeah, I feel like I mean, we could definitely cut some of the stuff that's like some of the takes I have, I feel like we could cut into short form content if we were to clean it up and just send it there. Like responding some questions that people have. Like I've tried that one of like the how to avoid burnout. Like that was a question that somebody had in chat, but like I feel like I had a pretty good take on Monday about something. I can't remember what it was. Or Wednesday, I don't know, earlier this week. I felt like somebody asked me a question. I was like, that was a pretty good take, I thought. On like some update thing or drops versus something else or whatever it was. top comment in a short form. It would have to be something that'd be like engaging enough. Like the problem with shorts is that they have to be like super engaging. Like a short form content is not something like a lot of people think that shorts are just throwaway content of just, oh, it's just a little thing, just send it up there. But in reality, like shorts have to be so much more thought through than a long form video, especially the hook on how to get people in. So if you ever make a short and you start with welcome back, today's next comment of the day from blah blah blah, is like instantly you're turning away like 90% of the people that would be on that, because they're like, what do you mean welcome back? I've never seen this before. Okay, this isn't for me, I'm out. So yeah, I don't know, it's a weird balance to try and strike. Like Mogdu, yeah. Well, it's starting to look mountainy shaped. Just ignore the lack of rock. How many are we done? Is that 8 boxes? Yeah, we're over 8 boxes today. Nice. That's almost not, it's not quite halfway through the boxes. Get in there though. Do you light up the inside of your mountains? I probably should, but we'd need to go get frog lights and things to be able to do it. So I don't have those. Yeah, we're down to 22,000 grass remaining. Woo! Clear out this last inventory, and then I think I'm gonna go get some lunch and take a little break before. Actually, yeah, we got time for this. For those who want to join, we're gonna be doing a live stream over on Love Tropics, doing a little charity fundraising later today over on the Twitch, and also live on their Love Tropics channel. So when we end the stream now, I'll go ahead and drop the raid over there. And so if people want to just hang and chill and wait and like have some good laughs with other people, and then I'll be on there again later in a few hours. So it'll be good times. We'll be playing mini games and things later. So if you want to join in on mini games and absolutely make me look like I'm terrible at Minecraft, you are more than welcome. It'll be fun though. I'm looking forward to it. I unfortunately haven't been able to join in on the last few Love Tropics just because I've had other events and things going on or life stuff coming up that just, it always was overlapping as a busy weekend, and so I'm excited to be back on part of this one. It'll be fun. I'm not too sure which host we're going to be hanging with today, though. I need to figure out who's going to be in there chilling with us. Do you use your skin in events like this? Like this Minecraft skin? Yeah, I do. I feel like that's part of the fun. We'll jump around and say hi to people on the server and everything and just be chilling and having a good old time.
Keep it real.
It's my birthday, great day to watch a stream.
Secret Unknown, happy birthday. Happy birthdays in chat, y'all. Happy birthday. Hope you're having some fun today. Thank you for the dono, appreciate you. What do you think about ad blockers?
I feel pretty funny doing this. What did one slice of bread say to the other before the race? You're toast.
You just like look up a list of terrible jokes. Yeah, these all like these ones that you've just had memorized for this very moment. But regarding ad blockers, I think in the current internet, on a lot of websites, ad blockers are an absolute, like, they're very useful to have on certain websites. Do I like people using ad blockers when they're watching my content? No, because that only negatively impacts revenue for me, so like that sucks. But if you're going to like news websites that are like sending pop-ups to you, like sign up for our newsletter, sign up for this, get blah, 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 and there's just like pop-ups constantly to the point where it's like hard to use the website, and they're just so convinced on trying to get you to give them all your data. Like I think in those cases it's like, just give me the information I need, and that's fine. You just try using Visual Plus Texture Pack. Is that on Java? Visual Plus Minecraft Texture Pack. Visual Effects Plus? Oh, it requires Polytone. Polytone isn't Polytone discontinued or something? Yeah, I know what that pack is though. Yeah, it's got like all the birds and the custom fireflies and all the ambience and stuff, and yeah. It is pretty crazy that all those things are possible in mods, but Mojang just doesn't really do them. Which I understand when like maybe like when they finish up this code swap to get us over to the new threading that they're trying to do to get vibrant visuals on Java, maybe that means that when that rolls around, they'll be doing a lot more of that like customization stuff and like adding more ambiance and cool vibes and things to our game. Like that could be really fun, because I could definitely see them being like, well, there's no point in programming those things now because we're trying to swap, so we'd have to reprogram them all again. But would be cool. They have a data base for their jokes. Okay. Love the puns. Puns are good. I'm here for puns. I like puns. I will also equally get mad at a pun, but you know, sometimes the goal of a pun is either to get people to laugh or to get people to be going, really? Like, if you have a good pun, like a good pun, either response is completely okay with me. Like if I make a really good pun joke with somebody and they get mad about it, I'm like, yeah, I got him. Pull up. Nailed it.
Keep it real.
One last then I'll stop. Sorry in advance. What did the bison say to his son when he left the ranch? Bison. He.
It almost got you. That's an old comic. That's an old comic strip. But Ninja, and thank you for all the support. I appreciate the donos nonetheless. Economy, I don't think I've heard that one before. I think that's actually a first time I've heard that one. So yeah, good job. Good job. I like the puns, but miss the Halo facts. Hope that dude is okay. ODST, he's been in the, I think he's been in the Discord a lot, working on some stuff. He's been posting updates in there. He's still around. He's just busy. Just post the Halo rat somewhere and you'll summon him. And swooping. Okay. I'm hoping that we can get all of this done here. Like all of this grass placed in. And then my plan was to next do all of the digging to like clear out a bunch of stuff over there. But maybe I just like come back in and do all the stones on this back end. Pro tip though. Now I think I've showed you all this before I do this, but I separated all of these out into different bits. So if we want to say like the northeast corner, so like that corner, if we want to fully finish that out and just say that it's done and only see the resources needed for that section, I can do that because I split it up into little parts. And oh my god, highly recommend. If you are working on schematics for large projects, cut it down into a bunch of small files. Small sections within the same file. So you have like one big resource list, but you can like just see a little teeny tiny part of it. So you can know only what you need for that part. And it makes your life so much easier. I think I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna go and make that new schematic without the tall grass and without the schnur. Well, the schnur layers. One day I missed a stream and he was there, watched on VOD. Yeah, just ODSG. He's still around. He's still around. He's chilling. I think he's in. I think they're in a little bit of a Minecraft phase instead of a Halo phase right now. I never used it, but you can edit the schematic in edit mode if you want. Yeah, Jewel, the problem with it though is every single time you log out and log back in, it goes back to its default state. So you can edit it for that, but being able to, maybe there's a quicker way than I know how to like quickly remove things from it. But if anybody knows if there's a way to edit a schematic to like remove something from it without like making it complicated, that would be, because I don't know how to just remove things from a schematic. You save the edited schematic. Yeah, because then I wouldn't need to make a... Maybe I'll... I know Germ did that recently with something. I'll see if he knows how to do it. If he just made a new copy. Because I was just going to dupe the world. Go in with Axiom, brush over, delete everything, make new schematic. How much lag did you cut by waxing signs and replacing torches in the city? I didn't replace torches in the city, but we did wax about 700 signs on stream on Wednesday, and that actually moved us up from getting about 30 FPS to almost 60 FPS when walking around inside the city itself. So it had a very, very big impact. We did also cut down the number of campfires in half. So that helped a lot too. Definitely was not as big of an impact as waxing the signs, surprisingly. The signs were very, very beneficial to do. So, yeah. Very cool that Mojang gave us the ability to do that. Tactical Chicken, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Appreciate you. Join the Discord if you want to get your hands on the new World download. Came out yesterday. Java and Bedrock is available. Load the schematic, then go into stage 9 and break/place blocks. Yeah, but how do you can you do it on mass? Because I'm not going to go through and hand break 45,000 snow layers and 11,000 grass. That would be so much faster just to make a copy of the Creative World. Which is probably what I'll do, just because I know how to do that. Hey, Constance, welcome on in.
Pleased to meet you.
Sending much love to you, Sid, and the pups. I hope you relax next week and have a great time with the fam.
Hey, Arya Knight, thanks so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, they get in tomorrow, and I think we got my wife's whole family who's local in the Seattle area is coming up for dinner. Will be fun. And then we're doing a big ol' meshing pot of the family on actual Thanksgiving. So my mom and that whole side's coming over too, and it's gonna be a good one. Looking forward to it. Just tore down an ugly old wall around your base. Nice. Sometimes that's like, my base feels so much better now. I've been putting off digging this stupid thing out for so long, and oh my god, I finally did it. It looks so good. And you're like, why didn't I do this sooner? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I made it. What does waxing signs do? It makes it so that you can't edit the text on the sign anymore or put text on the sign anymore, which is an event that the Minecraft is constantly looking for to see if you can do that or not, or see if a player is doing that. So it's the same way if you remember a while ago when people are like, oh, if your base is laggy and you have a lot of hoppers, put composters over your hoppers because it makes your hoppers not think as much. It's the same type of logic to it. So if you've ever had people be like, oh yeah, if you're building a redstone farm, put blocks or on top of your hopper. Now it can be any block. Before it had to be a block with an inventory, so people commonly use composters. But now if you are so if you, a lot of lag in Minecraft happens just by things passively existing and trying to look and see if something is going to edit them, because like hoppers will constantly be checking if there's an inventory or an item up above them, for example. But if you put a block up above the hopper, it's no longer checking if there's an item it can pick up above it because there's a block there blocking it. So that's fine. But if you then think about that with a sign is always constantly looking to see if a player is going to edit it. And if you turn off the ability for the sign to be edited, it no longer needs to be looking to see if there's a player that's going to interact with the thing. Which in turn will mean that there's less things that need to be processed at any given moment in the background. It makes your game run better. I never understood the composter over the hopper. Wouldn't the game do the same thinking if the composter has an item in it? Well, the composter was an easy one just because it was cheap and it had an inventory technically because a bone meal could be in there. So it was storing like the levels information and all of that jazz. But yeah, it just stops a game event from being looked for. Composter only has one inventory slot, so it was the best out of the options. Yeah. And it was cheap. Cheap as heck. And I believe composters are spawn proof too. Are composters spawn proof? Before I throw that out there and somebody makes a room of composters and blames me why they died from a creeper.
Thank you,
I believe
kindly.
composters are spawn proof.
Watching your content since the start of the Amplified world. It's crazy how much you have grown as a creator.
Sweet Liberty, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. The Amplified World was a long time ago. Thanks for sticking around that long. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a journey. I feel like especially in the last year or two, I feel like I've really settled into like what I want to be as a creator, which is really fun. Or like how I want to be on the internet long term, I feel like is something that I'm settling into. The type of content I want to be making, I feel like I have a big approach for like longevity in my content nowadays. Aren't they a full block, so I don't think they're spawn proof? Yeah,
Keep
but
it
they don't have
real.
it.
Halo fact: after dying, the didact enters the wasteland between the real world and the domain, where Cortana has gained control. Out of spite for her and the chief defeating him, he takes back control of the domain by allowing ancient humans in, losing her
grip upon it. There, I knew it was gonna get cut off. I was like, that's in there right now. ODST, I don't know if you were in here earlier lurking, but people were calling for you saying they missed the Halo facts. So you I don't know if you heard that through the ether or what, but thank you so very much for the dono as well. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so very much for the support. But the community was missing their Halo facts, and you hit them with a good one. They were summoned. All I said was somebody had to mention the Halo rat, so I don't know if the Halo rat got you here or if it was just, you know, you were on your way anyways, but regardless, welcome on in, and thank you so very much for the support. Why the random 343 Halo lore drop? Just an ODST. They're just spreading the words of the ODST community. This community, if you've been around these streams for a long time, you probably know more about Halo than the average person at this point. And it's great. Twitch was missing Halo facts. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's not the right one. Grass up there? There's grass up there. Oh no, is that on pale moss? No, that's on grass.
Keep it real.
Like... Jack, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome in, folks. How we doing? Jivik raid. Welcome on in. How we doing? We are placing grass. Doing a lot of really cool grass placing things over here. It's very, very insightful grass placing. Is this the level that we want to be at? Yeah, okay. We're building another mountain. And this is called Lightmatica, if you're not familiar. What setting did you just toggle? There's an opacity setting that you can set up as a hotkey. The render translucency, I think it's called, or something like that. Not quite nighttime. But welcome on in, everybody. We placed like 15,000 grass blocks today. Hi, how are we doing? What were we up to today? What is next week's episode about? No episode next week. Just finished this Thursday. It's a great one as always. Thank you. Yeah, yesterday's video was really fun to work on the forest. It was one of those where I had the idea for the forest, and then the Holes Cairn integration came through. They wanted to work with me, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the perfect way of doing. Like, this is like the perfect video topic for this type of integration. Like, we're sending it. So you can thank them for the video topic actually coming into fruition when it did. Do you have an idea of the playtime split between creative planning and survival? It seems like I seem to be spending a large amount of time in creative. I would say with Axiom, my playtime split is definitely more leaning towards survival now, because it's sped up how quickly I can build things. But I would still say I would say I'm like 65, 35. 65% survival, 35% creative. And I think it used to be closer to 50-50 when I was using like world edit and stuff. Ow. It's amazing I'm still alive.
Cha-ching!
Are you gonna wax all your signs? Yeah, we actually waxed them all on Wednesday, but there's still more signs that we need to go and wax at different build sites and things. Who's that? Ninja, thank you so much for the gift membership. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Why is there a normal size tree on the mega tree? No, that's a branch. I need to fix the top canopy still. It's not the best.
Join today. How are you doing? Are the Twitch alerts fixed?
They are fixed. They are fixed today. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Frenchman? Welcome on in. I'm doing good. We are placing grass. Slowly working through the mountain. We're just kind of going layer by layer right now, just to get something in for now. But it's going to be one of those where probably this type of content does not look the best in a video. I know that much. So this is all just going to be like little clips to get started. Honestly, everything we've done today is probably going to turn into like 30 seconds of footage, maybe, if even. Interested in joining a SMP for content creators? No, I'm already on an SMP and I don't put enough time into it. I absolutely am not picking up another one. Thanks for the offer though. That's more of a my side of, well, and also I only join SMPs with people I know. But if I can't even commit to the one that I said I would join, I'm definitely not joining another one. Why don't you use the Lightmatica printer mod? I feel like that's a little too far. Oh my god, I keep taking my chest plate off and not realizing it. Or my light drop. Just too focused on the grass, dude. Also, biggest advice, if you're building an SMP, play with friends. SMPs that are just a handful of random people thrown into a server together that don't know each other is the recipe for a 2-week Minecraft phase that ends terribly with one person being very unhappy that the server's dead and the other people all leaving because somebody else opened an SMP and they all wanted to go back to day one again. An SMP server with like 5 or 6 people who are really, really, really good friends who are just going to vibe and have a great time together and make good content with them will always, always, always be better than a server with like 200 random people that don't know each other. I feel like remembering you doing something where you showed your Axiom progress. Do you / does anyone remember what video that was? It was probably a live stream. Especially if you're talking about for this mountain specifically, there's actually a whole live stream where we built this entire thing. It was a few months ago though, so I'm not exactly sure when and where it is, but there's an old video out there. Or an old live stream. You can watch the VOD. I think with finishing that layer though, my friends, I think that's gonna do it for now, because I need to go take a little break and grab some lunch and everything and just chill for a while before I'm on the Love Tropic stream, because we're gonna be over there live raising money for charity this afternoon in 2 hours. So I need to take a break. We got a ton of stuff done though. That was a lot of grass placing going in. Copper storage mountain. Oh, maybe I did that. Yeah, it could be in that one. There we go. We cleared out 9 boxes. Look at that. Look at that beautiful bit on the map there. A little free cam cheekiness. It's definitely only this like one section here. But that was still 9 boxes of grass to go in and fill in all that. So that's a lot of stuff going down. Yeah. That's going to do it for today. Thank you so very much for being here, my friends. I really do appreciate it. Y'all been absolutely awesome. Thank you for all the support. We will be live again later today on the Twitch side and over on the Love Tropics stream in about 2 hours. So follow the Twitch stream if you haven't already. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Let me see who is Love Tropics. There we go. Who's Jamal's on right now. He's another hardcore Minecraft streamer. Very cool dude, and he's on there raising some money right now. So we're gonna go and send everybody over to there, but would encourage you all to jump on in. It's an awesome cause. They're really, really cool people. Corey, one of the Minecraft developers, is on the team of who runs the whole event and everything like that. Kojo Max, if you know them. Really cool thing, but please go be a part of it, and we'll be live over there in about 2 hours. But for that, my friends, I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.